In the delicate dance of love, we often find ourselves facing challenges that test our patience and understanding. One such challenge arises when we find ourselves paired with someone who is too tightly attached. This bond, though rooted in affection, can sometimes feel suffocating. But fear not, for there are ways to navigate these tangled emotions gracefully and gently. Let's embark on a journey to discover how to nurture relationships that breathe freely yet remain filled with love. How to overcome the problem? Let's discuss how to overcome clingy boyfriends with psychiant. 1. Communicate with compassion. In love, communication is the lifeblood that sustains the relationship. Imagine it as the gentle flow of a river, constant yet tender, never too forceful, but steady enough to carry us to understanding. But in moments when emotions rise like a storm, we can often find ourselves struggling to express what weighs heavily on our hearts. If you find yourself in a relationship where your partner's clinginess starts to feel overwhelming, it is essential to approach this conversation with a spirit of compassion. Think of it as a soft breeze, one that caresses rather than sweeps you off your feet. You see, love isn't about avoiding difficult conversations. Instead, it's about nurturing an environment where both hearts can speak their truth without fear of judgment. Start by acknowledging the love you share, for this is the foundation from which everything else grows. Look him in the eyes gently and say, "I love you deeply and I want to be with you. But there are times when the intensity of our connection feels too much for me to bear." It's vital to express your feelings honestly, but with tenderness, so he can hear not just the words, but the care behind them. This is not about casting blame or pointing fingers. It is not about him being wrong, nor is it about you pushing him away. Instead, it's about creating space for both of you to breathe, to grow, and to feel heard. When you speak, choose your words carefully, as if each one is a delicate petal being placed in his hands. Avoid making him feel as though he is the cause of your discomfort. Instead, reassure him that your love for him remains unwavering. Remind him of the qualities you cherish, the little things that drew you to him in the first place, the way he makes you laugh, the warmth he brings into your life. This serves not only as a reminder of his worth, but also of the bond you share, which is strong enough to withstand honest, open dialogue. By communicating with compassion, you are not only addressing the issue at hand, but also cultivating a deeper understanding between the two of you. You're laying the groundwork for a relationship that thrives on mutual respect, trust, and a shared desire to grow together. So, when faced with challenging moments, remember, love is not just a feeling, it is a practice. And one of the most beautiful practices in love is the ability to communicate with an open heart, full of kindness and understanding. Through this, you create the space where both partners can be vulnerable yet safe in each other's presence. 2. Set healthy boundaries. Imagine a garden, its flowers blooming freely, its trees reaching toward the sky, yet all of it held together by invisible lines, lines that protect, nurture, and allow each plant to grow at its own pace. In the same way, love needs boundaries to thrive. Without them, it can become suffocated, much like a garden left untended, where wild growth consumes the beauty of the space. Healthy boundaries are not walls. They are the soft boundaries of a well-tended garden, where each individual can grow and breathe without fear of being overwhelmed or crushed by the weight of expectation. In a relationship, boundaries are the gentle but firm markers that show where one person's needs begin and where another's ends. These boundaries don't diminish love. They enhance it by creating a safe space for both hearts to flourish. So, how do we establish these boundaries in love? The first step is to listen deeply to yourself. What do you need in the relationship to feel balanced, secure, and valued? This is not about demanding space, but about creating a harmonious rhythm, where both partners can exist fully as themselves. For instance, consider the small but significant things: how often you wish to communicate, what your need for personal time looks like, and the importance of privacy. You may need time apart, to recharge, or perhaps a pause in the constant stream of texts and calls. These desires aren't signs of disinterest. They are simply expressions of the self, calling out for the room to breathe and grow. When you set these boundaries, do so with love and clarity. Speak gently but firmly, as if planting seeds of mutual respect. You might say, I want to be there for you, but I also need time to myself. I need space to nurture my own soul so that I can love you even more deeply. And then, when clinginess returns, as it sometimes does, don't feel frustrated or resentful. Instead, return to the conversation you've already had, reminding him with kindness that these boundaries are not walls, but the very soil in which your love can grow freely. Let him know that your need for space is not a rejection of him, but a way to nurture trust, independence, and ultimately the relationship itself. Trust is the root from which love sprouts, and independence is the light that helps it reach toward the sky. Without these, the love you share can falter. In setting boundaries, you teach not only yourself, but also your partner that love is about balance. It is about knowing when to be close and when to give each other the freedom to grow. A healthy relationship is not a garden that demands constant attention. It is one that flourishes in its own time, nurtured by respect, understanding, and, most importantly, boundaries that allow both partners to bloom as individuals and as one. 3. Consider therapy together in the intricate dance of love. There are moments when we find ourselves tangled in the complexity of our emotions, unsure of how to untangle the knots that bind us. At times, healing is not something that can be achieved alone. Just as a broken tree might need a gardener's careful hand to restore its strength, so too does the heart sometimes require the guiding touch of an external force. Therapy, whether for individual growth or as a couple, can provide that nurturing space. When faced with attachment challenges or emotional wounds, it can be difficult to see the way forward. In these moments, it's crucial to recognize that seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but rather an act of profound courage. Encourage your partner to explore therapy, to delve into the deeper layers of their emotional landscape, to uncover the roots of their attachment insecurities. This exploration is not about placing blame or fixing someone. It is about unraveling the underlying threads that shape their behavior and ultimately their ability to connect in a healthy way. Therapy offers a space where he can rediscover who he truly is, beyond the confines of the relationship. It's an opportunity for him to reconnect with his own passions, dreams, and individuality, just as a painter steps back from the canvas. To view their work from a distance, therapy allows him the chance to observe his inner world from a fresh perspective. In this space, he can learn to embrace his unique identity, separate from the bond you share, and understand what he needs in order to feel secure and balanced within himself. As he embarks on this journey of self-discovery, he may find the peace and clarity that have eluded him for so long. This inner peace is not only transformative for him, but also for the relationship you both cherish. When we heal ourselves, we heal the relationships we are a part of. His growth will directly impact the way he engages with you, allowing him to be more present, more secure, and more confident in the love you share. Consider joining him in this journey, exploring couples therapy together. In this shared space, you both can learn to communicate more effectively, understand each other's needs, and strengthen the foundation of trust and intimacy that supports your love. It is an opportunity to build not just a relationship, but a partnership grounded in mutual respect, empathy, and growth. By embracing therapy, you both open the door to healing, to understanding, and to creating a deeper bond. It is through this process of growth, individually and together, that love becomes richer, stronger, and more resilient. So, take that step together, hand in hand, knowing that in seeking help, you are not only investing in yourselves, but in the future of your relationship. 4. Understand your own attachment style in the vast expanse of the universe. No two stars are alike. Each one shines with its own brilliance, casting its light in a way that is uniquely its own. Similarly, each of us carries within us an individual way of attaching to others, a pattern shaped by our past, our experiences, and our emotional needs. Just as each star contributes to the beauty of the night sky, so too does each attachment style influence the way we connect with the people we love. Understanding this style is like discovering the constellations within our hearts, allowing us to better navigate the relationships we hold dear. Attachment theory teaches us that we each develop a particular way of relating to others based on how we were nurtured in our early years. Some of us are secure in our connections, comfortable with intimacy and independence alike. Others may lean toward anxious attachment, seeking closeness and reassurance at every turn. Then, there are those who are avoidant, drawn more to independence, sometimes retreating when emotional closeness is demanded. Understanding which of these patterns aligns with you is the key to unlocking a deeper understanding of your relationship dynamics. If you tend to lean toward an avoidant attachment style, you may find yourself feeling overwhelmed or suffocated by a partner's clinginess. The very thing they seek, intimacy and closeness, might make you want to withdraw, to carve out space for yourself, to retreat into solitude. This natural response is not a sign of a lack of love, but rather an instinctual need to protect your sense of self and independence. However, without understanding this tendency, it can create tension and misunderstandings in your relationship. Take the time to reflect on your own attachment style. Ask yourself, how do I respond when someone gets too close? How do I feel when emotional demands are placed on me? What do I need to feel safe in a relationship? Understanding these inner patterns can provide much-needed clarity. It allows you to recognize the root of your reactions, not as flaws, but as aspects of your personality that need nurturing and attention. When we understand ourselves better, we also gain the ability to empathize with others. In a relationship, this understanding can transform the way we interact. If your partner is clingy, recognizing that his need for closeness is a reflection of his own attachment style, not a personal attack on your need for space, can help you approach the situation with more compassion. You can offer reassurance while also communicating your own needs in a way that respects both of your emotional landscapes. By understanding your attachment style, you can learn to navigate the dance of love with greater empathy and awareness. You can create a relationship where both partners feel seen and understood, where their needs are acknowledged and respected. This awareness becomes the bridge that connects the differences between you, allowing love to flow more freely, without fear, without walls. So, take a moment to explore your own attachment style. In doing so, you will uncover a deeper understanding of yourself, and through that, a richer, more harmonious connection with those you love. Love, after all, is not just about how we connect with others, but about how we learn to connect with ourselves first. True love flourishes when there is room to grow, space to breathe, and trust to guide it. By communicating with compassion, setting clear boundaries, and embracing both individuality and togetherness, you and your partner can create a relationship where both hearts are free to soar. Remember, love is not about clinging to each other, but about supporting one another's journey. If you found this video helpful, share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you wish to continue exploring the beautiful complexities of love, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us on this journey of self-discovery and connection. Thank you for watching.